That's it, Joe. The last one for the year, December 2020.
It's been a busy couple of months. But
Yes, I know. So how has it been in Dural since our last talk?
In Dural, it's been good actually. There's been quite a few properties that have hit the market, a lot of properties that have been sold, a lot of people gearing up for the new year, getting their things ready to get their property on the market. So we are talking to a lot of clients now that are wanting to get an idea and how we can push them forward into the new year with their plans.
Okay, so there's still quite a few houses to hit the market in Dural still.
Yeah, absolutely. Not just Dural, but across a lot of the areas that we're covering. A lot of the buyers are, obviously between now and Christmas, it's it's too short, but we're getting things in place so that when we do hit the new year, we beat the rush. And
especially with what just happened. I mean, yesterday, as you know, there's been now a new lockdown of the northern beaches, and there's more restrictions. So what's happening with real estate then?
Well, look, it's hard to put your finger exactly what's happening. I think it's business as usual unless you're in certain pockets where it's not business as usual. But what we're finding is that the market itself is standing quite strong. And the reason is that there's still a lot of properties that aren't hitting the market. So the stock levels are still fairly low. Auction rates, all those sort of clearance rates are quite high as well. I think they've been sitting around 76% for the last 3 or 4 weeks.
Right.
So, I mean, the market itself is continuing to go, whether in certain areas it's different, but definitely in Dural, we're finding that prices are going up. Properties are staying on the market less, so not as long, which is obviously all good signs.
Okay. So what else is new in your office? Looks like your team's grown.
Yeah, the team's grown. We've just added a new lady, Maddie. She's joined the team for sales, so she'll be looking after Glenorrey, Golston, Arcadia, all those sort of areas. So yeah, fantastic to be growing the team. Obviously, in a troubling time for us to be able to put our head down and make sure that leading into next year that we're bigger and better than we were this year.
Yes.
It was important for us.
Yes. I from the training that I've taken her through, I think that Maddie is going to be a real addition. She's a plus to your team. I think she's bringing that 30 years of finance. She's got an enormous amount of knowledge when it comes to borrowing and lending and how to do things in between selling and buying houses. So I think that plus or that knowledge is something that really not many real estate agents has.
Yeah.
Not many real estate agents can sit down with you and talk about finance and how to refinance and how to do it in such a way that you can bridge it at a low cost. Yeah. She can.
Yeah. She also has a big background in styling and interior design.
Right.
So little things like that and how you can get your property to maximize, what it looks like.
Yes.
Obviously, that's going to maximize the sale price. So having all those little things, we're not just an agent that's here to sell the house. We're here to figure out how can we make this room look better than it already does. Is that going to make the difference that a buyer's going to come in, fall in love with it, and give you that extra money that we're looking for? So all these little things that we can put together, it's important for us and the team. It makes our job a lot easier.
Well, I can tell one thing. I can tell that your selection of people is pretty stringent, and then the way you go about recruiting, it's very inspiring.
Oh, it's good to know.
Yeah. So anything new beside Maddie?
Still, I guess at the moment we're still finalising the office redo, trying to get windows and everything sorted for.
Oh, what's happening to the office now?
Yeah, just I guess turning it a bit more into an office. We've got a cottage sort of style house, and with the road presence that we've got, we want to make sure that we're seen as that real estate figure. So big windows and all that sort of stuff is
can't wait to see.
Yeah, look good. Busy time for builders at the moment. I can't find one.
Really?
So if anyone's listening, give me a call.
Well, listen, with all the grants that the government's been giving out, that's what has been pushing. But now, with all of these new restriction and new COVID things, depending on how they're going to go, they're going to have to start, they're going to keep on giving out handouts, won't they?
Well, I guess.
And that's going to push real estate up?
I mean, if we look at what's just happened the last 6-7 months, I would say it is going to push it up. Until things are stopped, handed out to us, I think we won't really feel any sort of hurt. But they're predicting March, April is when things will stop. Mortgage, the borrowing, what's it called? Sorry, The mortgage lending where
Yes.
the payments.
Yeah. The repayments. Yeah.
Yeah, and the same thing with the JobKeeper, all of this sort of thing, that will come to an end. I think there'll be quite a few people that will be in a position where they need to sell.
Yes.
Until then, it's just everything is moving up, as we can see. We don't have that crystal ball.
Yeah. So when are you closing the office? You closing it all?
Yeah, we'll close just before Christmas.
Yeah.
So I think on the Wednesday, and we go back on the 11th. We were going to open on the 4th, but I think with everything going on, I think now's the time for people to spend that time with their family.
Yes.
Enjoy, real estate is an industry where you can work from anywhere. We've got our phones, we've got our computers. So whether we're in the office or in, the home, we're in a car, the work is always there. It's easy to make a phone call, do an email. So the work never stops. But I think it's important over that Christmas break, especially after a tough year, to let the staff have that extra week and really, come in fresh for the new year. And that way we can put our heads down and have a really good year.
But I mean, it's been tough for the year, but it's a bit tough for you now because you were about to wind down and have a bit of relaxing time with your family. You guys just had to cancel as of yesterday.
Yeah, Queensland's been given the well, we've been given the boot from Queensland. But yeah, look, it is what it is.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people out there that are in a far worse position than us not being able to go on holiday for a week. So what can you do? We'll be able to go back one day.
Oh, well, mate, you have a great Christmas. Thank you very much
Thanks for having me.
2020.
Looking forward to being back in the new year and bigger and better again.
Talk to you soon.
Thanks, Thomas.
Thanks,
Bye.
Joe.